Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko and Nairobi Metropolitan Services boss Major General Mohamed Badi met for the first time face-to-face in public after a long back and forth between the two since several dockets were taken up by the national government. With the questions on how the two would work since the transfer of deeds, sources close to K24 TV have said the two have finally struck a deal to work together. In a meeting that lasted few minutes, President Uhuru Kenyatta is said to have urged the two to work hand in hand without any worry of who was working better than the other, with an aim of completing the Governor Sonko's manifesto. That is a Jubilee affair, the party that is under President Kenyatta.
The President specifically appealed to the Governor to work with the NMS. And very important that you need to note, the Governor has never had a problem entirely with the NMS. What has continued to emerge is that there are a few individuals, particularly from the national government, who have been interfering with the intent of the President and the Governor to see this deed succeed. The three principals agreed that it is important for them, all of them, to walk in the same direction.
Here in Nairobi, Badi's team is ongoing with recarpeting and tarmacking of roads as the newly created Nairobi Metropolitan Services NMS moves to institute altering reforms to street use.
We are going to rehabilitate all the informal sectors, that is the Mukurus, Kibra, Korokocho, Madhares and others, so that we uplift the standards of all the residents of Nairobi.
However, Sonko's spokesperson says the past 3 years, Sonko's government has managed to tarmac over 140 kilometers of road around the city center and Eastlands. These works will be carried out by the NMS that has received about 26 billion shillings from the national government.
It is very important to note that, as you have correctly put it, most of these projects actually had been initiated even before the creation of the Nairobi Metropolitan Services. What that means is that I'll give you a scenario like what we are witnessing in the CBD, the upgrading of the Kenyatta Avenue, we have Wabera Street and Mwindibingu Streets. The contract for upgrading Mwindibingu Street was awarded by the county government back in 2018. And all of you will agree that some parking slots were locked or were cut off to provide a way for expanded pedestrian ways and also cycling lanes. The projects have been going on in phases. So the county government is very happy with the impetus that the NMS has injected into the same.
The Nairobi Metropolitan Services is under the office of the President following an executive order that was issued recently and focuses on their service delivery, as Governor Sonko is left with the other key dockets, with the time moving fast for the implementation of his manifesto ahead of the 2022 elections. Daniel Kariuki, K24 TV.